Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Shadow Empire in our Dune/Arrakis-like planet, the final episode. Yeah, I think this will be the final one. And it's not because I want to bring this series to an end, because I feel like this series is going poorly or anything like that. It's really on me. It's really just, there's so much I've learned about the game I want to restart. I want to, I don't know. I picture a lot of potential for this game, and a lot of it has been unrealized through my own mistakes. I'd like to just get a new start. We have a lot of new things. So, yeah, I mean, I've mentioned all the things before, but I like the way this series has gone. It's had a nice little story arc to it, with things going actually surprisingly better than expected towards the end. And, when the climax is over, when the tension or the, what's the difficulty, not really, when the challenge is left from the protagonist, if what's a good example? I was going to bring up Lord of the Rings example. I guess so, sure. If the Sauron is dead and the orcs are scattering, the movie doesn't go on for another hour. Montanak is falling, and we have surprisingly put ourselves in a good position to win. Completely unbeknownst to me until I checked the reports last episode, I think. Anyway, I love just scanning the front like this and just seeing how we have just pushed Montanak back to the very edge. So, if we're the good guys, that's a good thing. If we're the bad guys, then they'll have to have their Hoth somewhere over here, rally a defense. Good luck to them. But that all happened off camera, I believe. I even was thinking about, maybe I should do, little updates, but I won't do it just because I want to at least say I'm not going to do it, so there's no established expectation. Yeah. So let's end the turn. I hope that ending the turn was okay there. I did check a few things off camera before I did that, but I didn't check my assets to see if I have any construction projects which are pretty useful to conduct. I haven't checked my logistics lately. It's funny because I'm already ready for the pull system. I'm just oblivious to it. I really liked the advanced tactics gold system. I know that it was maybe a little oversimplified. This is certainly much, much more, intensive. I don't know. That one still, you had to connect HQs. It was a decent. Yeah, I guess I rest my hat on the statement. It was a decent logistics system. It really at least made you plan ahead and think about it. And all it really needed was probably the same thing this game needs. It didn't need a more complicated logistics system. It just needed an AI that would obey it. And sometimes I get that feeling about this game too, that take away obviously it completely fits the game design. Clearly Vic with Shadow Empires is going for that more internalized perspective. You look more at your cities, you take a look at your logistics. Logistics is kind of fun. Well, some people think it. If you're playing this game, if you're watching this series down to episode 33, you probably think to yourself that logistics is kind of fun to manage. I remember looking at this in Hearthstone 3, was one of the first ones that pushed on that. Obviously, Advanced Tactics Gold, oh my god, the Monsternaks can push back a lot. Oh my gosh, and from all directions. Yeah, it's truly the end for them. Anyway, yeah, so there's a lot of different games that focus on logistics, but Advanced Tactics Gold, again, if you haven't played that game, I still don't think it's too late. It's not like this. It's not a game that you wouldn't enjoy if you enjoy this kind of game. It just has a more heavily war focus. Yeah, it's more heavily war focused. Okay, yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, but I didn't want my profile to drop any lower. So it's at 46. Let's see if it drops any lower for not completing the mission. Administrative competence. I have no idea what that is. Is that potentially... No, I think that's the bureaucrat administrative role, which is amazing. I was thinking it might be research, but I don't think that would have been the title for research. Hydroponics is finished. Not super important. We have the new and improved Abraham Mark II. Oh, bureaucratic push! Hooray! Call to success. I've never seen this one. Recruit ambitious and capable population workers to come over to you. Interesting. I like two of these for sure. It's kind of interesting to me how the bureaucratic points situation is. I don't know how to think about it. I have a very, very vague, I would say mostly naive, but just like an intuitive feel that the political points balance in the game is not quite right. That's a pretty like extreme statement. Like how do you, it's not right. I'm saying something feels off is all I'm really trying to say. Not anything again too crazy. I would say that it just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it's exactly right, but I feel like political points management is like at some points in time too easy, and then at other points in time completely unnecessary. And maybe that's exactly just due to the fact that I'm managing my my national budget. And oh, there it is. Speak of the devil. That's so funny. National budget. So maybe it's because I've been able to manipulate the Supreme Command Council and get the bureaucratic points into it that I need to get the political points out that I want. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I'm just not sure how it works. Anyway, let's see. Secret Service Council, haven't had a whole lot of... I don't know if it's because I haven't been investing in it, but I don't feel like there's a whole lot of importance in that. We'll go down, I think, even more on the discovery side to increase the research side a little bit more. So I feel like military research right now is mostly stalled, not on discovery, but on actual research. We're going to have to get an Applied Science Council soon. But all these are fine. See, this is all military stuff. It just needs to be researched. And lots of stuff here. Yeah, okay. I guess I was trying to come here to justify my decision, so I shouldn't have come in with a bias. We should just analyze and see if it was the right decision. Remove my need to protect my own decision. Maybe it was the wrong decision. But looking at that, I would confirm that my original analysis was correct. Looks like military research was the right way to go over discovery. What do we have here? So this is water to energy. Does not strike me as necessary, especially because we got those that gravitational technology stuff that we put into 2 of our cities that we discovered at the ruins. That's going to be probably all the power generation we need besides solar for quite a while. And we still have we can still grow our solar. I don't know what the worker usage is for this water to energy. I'm sorry, this one. Water soil recomposition. What's this? I get water? No, I don't. I don't need water. Not yet. Mining techniques is actually looking like the best option here. We have energy, water. Recuperate water from your economy that would otherwise be wasted. I mean, it's water, but it's kind of interesting because it's an efficiency thing, which I like. Then we have energy. So the only options we have are water and energy. Well, out of all those, yeah, you know what? I prefer mining. Alright, so model design council. I guess we'll just get a bazooka configuration. We might go back and start redoing some of the other ones. So we've done the light tank. That one has the correct armor. Yeah, but we'll need to go back and do the medium tank. I probably won't build mechanized artillery or assault guns. I don't think I'll benefit from having either of those. We can always upgrade our artillery. Okay, so bazooka, we can either do bazooka or RPG. I mean, RPG has more firepower, so I think it only takes industrial points. Doesn't even take extra metal. The troops themselves, why not combat armor? I mean, it's a small investment.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that's all we can do. So that's that. Back to national budget, but no, let's look at zone decisions first. Okay, I see commerce here, which is... First of all, what profile did we unlock? It is administrative competence. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Oh man, this is good. Like, again, the tension is just draining from the plot here because we're picking up the profiles that I want. We can kind of settle on this. Let's see, small business. 2 credits per population. I mean, money's not a huge concern for us. There's no point in not focusing on meritocracy because we need 40 to get this. Now, it says here that you need a profile of at least 40 democracy. Does that mean that it has to be the leading one, or does it only have to be the leading one? Yeah, so it has to be the highest profile to get the second tier. Oh. Did we lose opportunism? No. Wait, what? Did we? Your nation has this regime feat, but you have a 4% each turn to lose this one because it's lower than 40. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So it actually doesn't work quite the way I thought. You don't immediately lose it. You just have a chance to lose it. Okay, that's really cool. Like, props to Vic. I don't know if it was always this way. I can't remember an exact counterexample, but I've always been under the impression that once you get below something, you lose it. Yeah, but I don't actually remember a situation where that exactly happened. So maybe it's never been true and it's always been a percentage chance. Probably that is the case. I can't remember. Population happiness bonus. Obviously, we don't want to lose this. We're going to have to choose commerce. And commerce was at 46, wasn't it? So it looks like you do still lose the commerce bonus after you fail to meet the requirement for your demand. Also good to know. Good to know. We're so lucky we have this. Oh no, but it requires... Oh. We can't. We just can't. Oh my gosh, we can't. 50 bureaucratic points per turn? Oh my gosh, we can't do it. Oh, this is brutal. Oh, it's 50 bureaucratic points though. Oh my gosh. And we would gain technology for scrapping it too, so this is like kind of crazy. How many... How much is that for me right now? We're making... Oh man, we're making 1,000. So... That's... quite a lot. 50... I mean, again, this is only 5% per turn, but that's still 5% a turn. Maybe slightly less because we're getting diminishing returns from going so big. Oh man, this is quite a tough one. And we just have a lot of bureaucratic points pumping into things. I think over 100 you start getting some losses, if I remember correctly. I think there's a place where you can see this overview exactly, but is it here? Excuse me, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm kind of... Oh no, the mic. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. Take a second to readjust your volume, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Again, there's gotta be a way to stop games from taking control of my microphone recording volume. And I always bring up the example, if any game was taking over your Windows volume control, you'd be very upset. There's a separate toggle that they use for that. I don't know why it's such an... It's like from a programming standpoint, it's just so obvious that there should be if you've already distinguished between an owner, Windows owns the Windows volume control and everyone else accesses it indirectly through their own in-game API essentially. Why would that not be the case with microphones? Okay, anyway, we're moving on. So computing node, we have major worker strike in Montanak. We'll probably have to take the unrest on this one. Again, I don't want to do anything which is going to immediately drop me out of meritocracy. Okay. Costello going to a big town now? Costello has handled its business, I think. Let's take a look. Let's just look at each of the cities. So this is why turns are going to start taking a lot longer. Yeah, I think Costello has handled its business. Now, we're still, I think, losing points. No, it's actually, happiness has increased by 1 due to quality of life. Okay, it's decreasing here. But this is actually due to low zone quality of life versus national civilization level. This is just increasing due to high quality of life. So I don't know if the workers are always at some like generic level versus civilization, but each different population looks at their what would they look at? Oh, maybe each population looks at what they're in, a small town, but every worker looks at just the global civilization level, which is global, is not global. Okay, so it's local. All right, so either they both look at this level, or something with population has to do with the town size, because I've been told upgrading has a disadvantage in terms of quality of life demands. And I think that's just for the population. Let's do it because I think we're ready to move up from Costello. Yeah, so I still see political points. Although we're gaining right now, I still see that as a challenge. What do I want to sacrifice for that? Gosh, nothing. Can I do that? Probably the Secret Service Council is going to get jumped down even lower. Well, I can't really go lower than that. So we're at 13% now. Honestly, the next thing that needs to happen is I need to go to... Actually, Supreme Council is pretty much... I don't want to change... I don't know if... Okay, 13. Is it going to save that decision where I have it? If I go to... Yeah, this. We're currently at... Yeah, it's almost... It must be like almost 90%. Is that 90%? No, not quite. Not quite. 9 times? 90. Yeah, it's not quite. But it's close. It's maybe like 82% or 85%. I don't know. Whatever. Something around 80-85%. 85% maybe. Political power. So we can't really do that much better. We can't sap general stratagems that much more. But maybe general stratagems just aren't useful. So maybe we should just go full political power generation. Anyway, it's high enough up that I don't think we can benefit that much from increasing it too much. So I'll go to 13. Oh, no, did not save. Okay, good to know. Go down to that. What else do we want to change? Model design versus staff council. I feel like staff council might be slightly more important now. So let's just switch those up. And mainly, I guess, I just don't want to make that many changes at all. Just confirm. We're sitting okay. For the most part. So 2 decisions left. Yeah, this is rough. Okay, well, let's see. It's population happiness bonus, which is like, unfortunately, extremely important. It actually unlocks the stratagems for us to give 500 and give 2,000. Crap. Now, it's only a 4% chance to lose it, so that's a 1 in 25 chance. Hopefully it'll last a few more turns. We need it to last until at least these 4 cities have straightened up. And I don't know if we'll ever need to conquer 3 new cities in such, short... I mean, remember, I myself forget, because this is in a separate war. We took this Costello, but it was almost immediately because of the demand that I agreed to essentially go and help somebody fight to overthrow the Montagnards. I agreed to that, so then we were on a timer. I think it was like 8 or 10 turns. We didn't really have time to fully neutralize the unrest in Costello before moving on. And hopefully that's not a situation we ever have to face again. Also, our forces are just going to become bigger and bigger, so the relative gain of 1 city to our empire not going to be as impactful. Like if we were just Cambridge and we acquire Costello, and then on top of that Montagnard and Reunion, that's pretty, substantial. Whereas when you already have 4 cities and you gain a 5th one, if the first 4 are already stable, you can devote a lot of you don't even have to devote that much. You could probably just use a small percentage of your resources to isolate the new problem. Because if you're 4 cities and they're all stable. Anyways, I think you get the point. You have a lot of people you can throw around and just shove them to a town. We already have people in town. Imagine when all these are stable, and these people aren't needed in those towns, and we have them all clustered in one other town. We can probably actually do the military decisions. Like these, use military force. We'll probably actually be able to use those decisions a little bit more. Not that I necessarily want to because of autocracy. Anyway. I wonder if democracy benefits me at all in this situation. I mean, no. Honestly, the thing which is the most frustrating to me is this decision. It's this horrible choice. Because what we were at, this put me up to 12, which is unfortunately going to easily clamp meritocracy below 70. I don't know if we'll ever be, I mean, I think I have to scrap it. I think I have to. I would love an additional 50 BP a turn, but the consequences of that are just bad. It's bad, and this is good, and the power plant is good, and I would love 50 bureaucratic points a turn, but I'm going to make the decision here not to lose the profile I'm going for. And that's pretty cool. I mean, look at, that's a tough decision for me to make. I wish I could have my cake and eat it too. But it's a good game when it forces you to make those kind of decisions and you can't get away from it. Montanak having more unrest, we probably can just afford to have more unrest. Yeah, things are not great. Things are not going well in Montanak. No, they're not actually going that bad. In fact, our population happiness is increasing over time, which is pretty amazing. I might have to do a pause and just look at the strategic decisions we have. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is the one who actually inflicted casualties on us and did not lose last turn. They're at 0. I guess that they're just slowly, completely being disintegrated. Speaking of slowly, completely being disintegrated, that's all we see happening over here. Do I even need to take this territory? No. We can just sit on these guys. I mean, it's probably not the correct phrasing anyway, but we could probably just sit on this problem. It's a better way of saying that. I don't think we need to be the ones who kill them, but at the same time, there's nothing really stopping us from doing the attack. We get military experience for it. Bombardment, if nothing else, right? However, I guess the converse side of that, the other side of the coin is, if we don't attack, we can probably shove more people into Reunion in order to further lower unrest, which is not lowering by all that much, by 6 a turn, and it'll start decreasing more than that. It's just really great to see both these cities recovering so quickly. Like, maybe there's been some patching of this. Cities have become a little bit more manageable to retake. I am stationing troops in them. I think that honestly, like from a historical standpoint, stationing troops in a city is one way to maintain martial law, right? So the fact that you can just leave a city and not have troops in it, and just take unrest, I don't know, it doesn't seem like I like the idea of having troops in the city. It's a very common approach. At least it's a video game approach I'm very familiar with. Anyway, we're probably going to shift this entire group. Like, if there's no reason for us not to shift all of blue west. So we're going to start doing that. And because we're going to start doing that, I'm going to do some weird stuff like move. Let's see, this is 85. I think I'll do this movement because I actually want more recon. We don't need to actually attack, or do we? Actually, you may need to attack. Okay, we'll put you there. Yeah. Oh, okay, there's another unit there I forgot about. You're militia, so you can go any which way. We don't have any artillery over here now, right? So you might have to be my artillery. You have, yeah, you do have some artillery. Okay, we'll do that. We'll have you. Oh my gosh, they're so scary, even though we're friends. We're friends, but it's hard for my brain to process that, considering it is a giant spider. Yeah, we'll do this. That's a lot of recon. The reason why I want that recon is because now we can do bombardment. And this should be... I hope this kills them, but we'll see. Okay, that took them down to 0. We should be able to do another bombardment or at least move our troops. Let's see what happens if I try to... Okay, so I can only do another bombardment from you. And you can actually attack, which strikes me as like a very interesting decision. Who all can attack? How much do you add? You don't really add that much, but they were at freaking 0. They have no combat strength. Why? Okay, let's... What does this do? Cumulative modifier. It's a penalty to our max attack saturation. Yeah, you know what? I think the best decisions, in my opinion, are going to be either move this west or bombard. And we'll take the 18-1 attack. Good thing I didn't move this one. Yeah, I'm glad. I think 18-1 is enough. We will do it this way. Oh, come on. Come on. Thank you. No losses on our side, which is good. Just defeated them. And now, I guess another thing we could do is prepare this artillery unit for bombarding that unit. But no, we're going to get you to move west. I did the attack first because I was wondering if this would affect zone of control. It should have, or maybe not. Maybe they were so weak it wasn't affecting zone of control. I mean, it doesn't look like it was affecting zone of control, considering I'm not able to move any further. We'll put ourselves on the paved road. I guess for logistics reasons that may help ever so slightly. But more importantly, it puts us on the paved road for movement, which should move us over here a little bit faster next turn. Let's see what our initial points were. Yeah, man, it's just everyone's getting supplied. It's kind of amazing. After this mess. We solved it. We solved the problem. So we're getting 300 in here, and that is not enough, I guess. We get 500 here, which is enough. We could probably solve this problem, though, if I just do this. Okay, now let's preview. Yep, there we go. Solved it. Made a loop. So now we can actually put all points. We can actually start using both of these. As soon as we have enough workers in Reunion, I think the first thing we need to do, since again rebellions do not look like they're going to be occurring. My food is almost stabilized, but let's turn this off and let's start expanding Union. These. Okay, so this is 3.9. Do you have a? I'm assuming you have enough for extra workers. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. By the way, I looked at Cambridge. Cambridge had like huge exodus this turn, or it was last turn, but also this turn. Yeah, also this turn. Why are people leaving? I don't know. 4,200 moved to Reunion. 6,000 moved to Montanak. Why they're going from places of peaceful perfection to unrest, terribleness, does not make sense to me. Anyways, let's restructure some of these zones. So yeah, we're going to reprioritize that one. I think we're going to do this one as well. Let me hit escape and just see. Okay, that's 2,700 workers. I guess we'll take that and then we'll just take to the edges. What's this? Okay. So you're mothballed, which still takes 500 workers? It takes 500 workers to mothball? That's a lot of workers. You are pretty far away from everything. I think I'm going to just close this one, because we have this agrodome. Eventually we should be using the hydroponics, right? So dome farm here. Did we get, wait, we finished hydroponics. Yeah, we can start doing this. Now this is the important thing. 1,100 for 200 food. 1,100 for 200 food. Let's go over to this one and see what was it. It was 5,000 for 200 food. Yeah, this is a huge savings. I mean, forget the water. This is all about workers. What is it? Probably just slightly energy inefficient, I imagine. Let me go over here where I can construct both, so I can just do apples to apples comparison on the... Oh, hydroponics can only be built in Seattle. Well, thank God I can still compare it here. Yeah, 10 times the energy. Okay, so it is a trade-off, energy for workers. Okay. That happens to be a favorable one for me right now. Actually, the thing that turns me off from building this is just the fact that it requires high-tech parts. I think we're okay. I mean, obviously I want to save my workers for something else, but until we have a means of producing high-tech parts or buying them at like not prohibitively expensive It's just insane. I know that radioactive, we only have like 300 left in there. I might actually want these. See, it's so easy in this game to just go around in circles and not get anything done. Okay, what do we want to do here? We're going to take the unrest. I want to keep that bonus for as long as possible. Montenac will have a couple difficulties this upcoming turn. You could move back home, but who would do your job? Nobody is the answer. What about this? You're mothballed. You're not mothballed. You're technically active. How the hell are you being produced? What the hell? Let's go down to 25% on this and let's make it part of Montenac's zone. God forbid, what is the administrative strain here? I don't want to know, but I do. 9%. It's not that bad. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so let's start rezoning over here as well. It's like some kind of algorithm. It doesn't let you just do anything. So we'll do that. I want to take this, take to that. I think we can handle that. Let's not do anything more because we're taking on a lot of workers by doing that. Well, I mean, if we're taking that, we might as well go 1, 2. So let's just count it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Until the bend in the line, we are good. Yeah. Road going nowhere, which is ugly. Okay, fair enough. And what is this? All Montenac still? Cambridge. Yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, it probably should all be Montenac, but I'm not going to sit here and paint the whole thing. Especially not in our last episode. So by the way, what is going on? So essentially this might even be our last turn because I still feel like things are essentially stable. Maybe we'll just run one more end of turn and I'll talk about it then. Talk about upcoming series and stuff like that. So strange. Why did you not get... Why are you out of supply? Strange. Yeah, fuel and food both kind of missed, and same here. Ah, interesting. I wonder if it just increased the logistical demands so much that we don't have enough going up this way. That would make sense. Initial 127. Why is it decaying already? Must be some back property. Like, is it coming over from here? We can solve these problems, I think, just by increasing. I mean, wow, what are our assets doing? We're gaining a like crap ton of metal. We can build worker. We're once again worker limited. Cambridge is having an issue with huge, like, exodus, but oh man, we're jumping all over the map. Let's still do the construction of the assets because I love doing that. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, the 2 high-tech parts, I'm going to save that. For now, we're just going to... Oh my god, we could. Well, we couldn't. It would literally take all of every last one of our high-tech parts, which is... That's way too expensive. But we could do something like upgrade the recycling facility. Nah, I don't think we need to do that. Solar panels 3 doesn't seem necessary either. We have like a ton of power right now. Really, what I'm looking for is the industry which... will allow us to do something more than IP. Does heavy industry translate to... No. It only does machines. Or machine parts. Yeah, well, in that case we're looking at this stuff. High Command Office doesn't require like a super high increase in workers, but it does give us more bureaucratic points. Gives us more political bonus, but that's actually more important. So let's start this upgrade. This is going to be completely doable. So let's start that one. Oh my gosh. What? This is in Cambridge? We don't have anything in Cambridge? Oh my gosh. Well, it makes sense. I don't remember building anything, so I guess we never built anything. 2 turns. Can we just, like, do all of this? Maybe this is why people are leaving. Not going to prioritize... Wait, what did I do? I did university. Let's do hospital. Those seem like pretty important ones to me. Everything else we can start sprinkling them in later. Let's also take a look at Costello. Costello, reasonably high. Yeah, reasonably high happiness. We need more quality of life stuff, so let's keep going on these. Start cranking on the level 1s. Honestly, we should probably start doing the same stuff for Reunion and all the other ones that just to help them. Construct. Wow. Are we... This is in Reunion? Holy cow. I was actually doubting myself. Yeah, so this one already has Bureaucratic Office 3, which is insane. Again, I think the same thing. We have a ton of everything, so not necessarily a ton of workers, but we'll risk that. So let's go with barracks here. What else besides barracks? Well, probably the hospital. We'll do the university next.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last but not least, or maybe least, I think this actually has the smallest population. Damn, is its population larger than Cambridge now? No. Okay, thank God. What a waste it was doing that that city one, the population boom on Cambridge, only for them to all leave. But I don't know, I guess if they stay in the Empire, I don't care. It's just shifting it from one hand to the other. As long as they're not leaving. Never leave me. Just 2 mining. Oh, all soil demetallization requires high-tech parts? I did not realize that. I thought it was only like the higher tiers. Okay. That is, you know, something we'll have to consider. Yeah, lots of solar panel opportunities we can still do at relatively low cost of workers. So it just comes down to this. I guess same kind of deal. We'll do at least a barracks here, and we'll do a... this is putting a lot of strain, I think, on my economy. This is 200. I don't think we can actually do all this. But we'll do another barracks and hospital situation. See what, you know, if it takes 3 rounds for all of them to build, then that's fine. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I think we are getting to the end of this. Then, just about at it. That was a misclick. It's not fair. May have been okay in the end. And see, that actually is an important misclick. Now I have a choice whether I want to surround them, which I almost always want to do, or attack with more people. We haven't done any bombardment yet. Yeah, 3.9. What, these guys have RPGs or something? Huh. I wonder why the tank brought down our ability. Okay, 2.1, 4.6, 3.8. I don't like those odds, so I'm just going to play defensive here. And by play defensive, I mean I'm going to leave this open because I don't want the tank to be attacked, but I think it's okay. If they choose to move that way, we've cut off their line of escape. So that was the main goal. We need to get you out of that city, even though I did just increase the unrest. Okay, well, fair enough. Do we want to do an attack here? Yeah, I think so. Why not? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was unexpected. Good idea to do that attack. The only thing we have left then is this guy. An RPG unit, supposedly. Which I guess is the Tube Anticar. Yeah, they're bazookas. That's, you know, not... I'd say let's just let that one get attacked and killed. I'm not going to sweat it. Where's the 5th? Second. So 2nd is here. Where's the 1st? Where the hell is the 5th? Oh, the 5th is here? Yeah, so the 4th will go back there as well. The 3rd can move here. Don't think it really matters. This unit with its remaining points is actually going to start moving west. I know that we could start considering our attack on Kaldos, which is something we need to do eventually as well. I think I'll shift this unit over to the west, and I'll leave these guys starting to move on into at least defensive positions in case Kaldos preempts my attack, which is, I think, a very reasonable possibility. Okay, so we didn't actually do anything with these guys. We do want to know where the enemy is. Okay, well, not there. I'm doing it this way as it's a little weird. I want to induce this, hopefully encourage them to leave. So I'm trying to leave them in a nice path to their border so they stop hiding here. If they go away, I don't really need to fight them. I don't know if I can beat them, so I don't want to. Alright, have we done everything for this turn? I guess just look at trade one more time to cry about the price of high-tech parts. Now, having done that, is there anything else we want to do? Food is looking fine. Water we can't sell. I don't think there's anything else we want to do. I don't. I think we're okay. So, when we end the turn, that's going to be the last time we end the turn. We do have 5 political points, but I'm actually still planning to play this series. Maybe. I mean, I really like the way it's gone. I'm at least going to keep this save game for a long time, telling myself I might go back to it, but the allure of starting a new game and learning the pull system is pretty strong. A rare auxiliary team. Chemical bombs. My goodness. Also pretty cool. I wonder if this launching of chemical bombs works as a bombardment, in which case this is a fantastic unit to add to your artillery. And it looks like, yeah, it's like some kind of mobile launcher. Mountaineer team. I honestly don't usually do those. We could like get some people to retire. I feel like we're pretty good already on that. This is plus 40 modifier to personal combat. I don't know who would need that. Propaganda system plus 10 to charisma. It does take a fate point, otherwise I would do it. Zones. Oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do here. So track free folks, I just feel like this is 20 political points you don't really need to spend. They'll get there anyway. Prospecting push. Yeah, we'll probably end up doing this one again. I don't know which one we want to spend it on, though. And these are the political points I think which are pretty easy to justify spending. I want to decrease taxes. Anyway, I really like the, not this one, but the recruit talent. Oh, we have 2 of these. Well, shoot. And now this should be a plus 40 on top of that, but maybe that already includes the plus 40. Anyways, an additional 112 bureaucratic points. Yes. Oh, well, it was about a coin toss, so it's kind of perfect that we had the expected results. 1 success, 1 failure. Supreme Ruler Day. Let's take a look at this. Political points, plus 66 modified with popularity. Popularity. Oh my gosh, my popularity is already quite good, in fact. So that's not a big concern for me. Probably means that 4 political points for that is a little bit pricier than we want to spend. And I don't think we want to do any of those right now. So yeah, I think we're just... Oh. Call to success. That's the new one. Okay. Let's see what this one does. Okay. A critical success will result in recruiting 2d3% of the population of a zone and equal happiness drop. A failure will result in 2d 10% loss in relations and 1d 10% increase of hatred. What the hell, hatred? Good lord. And what's the chance of this? You need at least 2... Okay, well look. Let me target the place which is losing people. Oh! It's somewhere else. Yeah, now it makes sense. It says target a major... is a major regime. I thought that it meant me, but no, if you think about that for any more than just... Well, I mean, if you think about it at all, basically, instead of just reading it without thinking, yeah, that makes sense that you need to target someone else. Alright, well, that's fair enough. So let's end the turn. Again, I think it's fine to end the turn here, even though I may not be being perfectly min-max efficient about stuff. A series has got to come to a close eventually. Put it in a good run. Now, I have been having a lot of fun in my free time playing Supreme Ruler Ultimate, which is... It's, it's got some similarities with Shadow Empire. It's more of a geopolitical simulator, but, you're concerned with the economy and, how to spend the tax money, how to get the tax money from, like, low-income, high-income corporations. It's got a lot of those knobs, a lot of economic knobs, but, I mean, it's mostly a war game. It has the whole research tree where you research science, and then that opens up new designs, and then you research the designs. So it ticks a lot of the boxes that I really like to see in a game. I love the game. I come back to it completely on my own. Supreme Ruler is the game again. And I'm not sure if I'll do any more on the channel about that, but it's just kind of one of those things where I'm just talking about things I'm playing. And I recently saw a post on the Reddit subreddit for... What? An attack? Oh, they tried to get free. Computer Wargames is a subreddit that I frequent. I don't usually go on Reddit because I think it's a cesspit or a cesspool. Maybe it can be both. I don't know the exact expression I'm looking for here, but I don't think it's a great place for a lot of different things. It seems like a very good place for very specific niche topics. If you want to find, if there's not a lot of people doing something and you want to find the few that are doing it, just look for the subreddit. If you want information in general, don't necessarily recommend it. Anyway, not to harp on Reddit. More this is about, okay, they did take care of Montenac. So now it is just me against Kados in the east. I saw another attack. Was that the spiders actually eliminating? Did they eliminate them? They did not. Okay. They attacked. So what I'm trying to say, what I'm eventually getting to, is the fact that I saw this post on there. I'm talking about Supreme Ruler that I liked, and then I'm also now talking about how I saw a post on the subreddit about how there's no YouTubers doing good content. Part of that, I think, is just maybe some people, I'm not always aware, for example, of what people want to see. And this is always the time. Anytime is the time, right? You can always leave a comment, but at the end of a series, I always look and I try to figure out what I'm going to do next. So it's just the best time to be recommending something to me. So if you have some game that you think deserves some coverage, or if you think a game deserves not just like a let's play, but maybe a tutorial, if you're really looking at seeing some particular topic covered and you think it's underrepresented on YouTube, let me know in the comments below. I always take the last episode in the series pretty seriously as far as the comments go. And again, it's, certainly no small part of that is due to the fact that I'm ending a series, and usually, unless I have something in mind, which, okay, normally I usually do, but it's still a good time for me to start thinking about the future, and therefore a good time for feedback on what you might want that future to be. Okay, so, fantastic. Got all this stuff. RPG Infantry Army. We gained another one of those. That's amazing. Mission Impossible. Private Investment's good. Get 500 to the populace is good. I didn't even use my 2,000. Bureaucratic Push appears again. Oh my gosh. Militia Enthusiasm. Lots of Recruit Senior now. That's fantastic. Fluid Defense. Man, this is great. Things are just getting better and better. So that's why I think that this... there's the last city. Gallia. So that's where we'll leave this one for now. And I'm really looking forward to coming back to Shadow Empire, so feel free to let me know that in the comments, of course, but I am 100% convinced that we will be returning to this game. I just need a little bit of time to understand it for myself a little bit better, and then we'll be back. So the last thing I want to say, of course, is thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me for this series. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next series or video, take care, stay safe, and goodbye.